full disclaimer, y'all, it was a struggle. So I'm taking you on my journey with me to figuring out how to do this semi-successfully. You'll see, my hits and misses throughout, but I hope that this video is helpful for folks out there like me who really have never tried doing this before, and maybe you have tried and you just can't get it right. Keep watching. Just keep watching. What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to my channel. So good to see you guys here. Let's just get into this video. All right, so today's video is going to be a quote-unquote tutorial on how I achieve these stitch feed-in braids. And y'all, I don't know what I'm doing. This is actually my first attempt doing the stitch feeding braids, and I'm kind of bringing you through this journey of how I got to it. I figured that there are many people out there who probably don't know how to do it just like me and have tried watching these other YouTube videos and have failed. So I came up with this way. It's kind of like the elementary version of how to do the stitch, feed-in braids. All right, so I decided that parting out those little stitch sections would work best for me. I'm sorry, every time that I see me push her head, I'm like, dang, you so rough. But I promise she was not injured during the filming of this video. Thank you, Kanesha. So yeah, I started out on the top row. If you notice on this particular braid, I didn't do both sections. I don't know why. My brain just didn't tell me to do that. But yeah, you'll see what it looks like when I get through with it. So I'm just doing typical feed-in style, I'm taking lip pieces from smaller to larger, and I keep adding them to the far left strand. As I keep going, I keep adding them, and what I'm doing is also picking up each stitch when I add. Sometimes I'll not add, but pick up a stitch. It might sound a little confusing, but you will get a closer look on the next braid. Right now I'm using the Shine and Jam conditioning gel with extra hold to, smooth down that hair, make it sleek and shiny. Alright, so here's another example of my brain not really working fast enough, you know what I mean? So this time I'm making the stitch sections on both sides, both the top and the bottom of the part. However, instead of parting straight through it, I'm parting each section by section and then twisting it. Eventually my brain caught up and I just, made my life easier and did one straight part and then split it and twisted it. But for now, this is what's happening. I think it's coming up right about now. This is when here we go. Yep, my brain starts to work. Look at that. Part straight through and then separate and you know, make them into individual stitches, as we're calling them. Okay, so like I said before, I'm using each quote-unquote stitch as a strand for the braid. So when I'm adding in the pieces of hair on the left side, I'm also adding in a stitch, and then on the left side, and I'm also adding in a stitch on the right side. Pretty much you'll get it if you know how to braid. If you don't, girl, I can't help you. But if you do, yeah, just picking up each stitch. Oh, and before I forget, I'm using the Sensational Expression 3X ruwa pre-stretched hair to do this braid. I think we used one pack, not even one pack actually. I think I used 2 of those individual bundles in that pack. That's it for this style. Easy. So along with the Shine and Jam conditioning gel, I'm also putting the Maury's Edge Wax Extreme Hold on top of that, just to make sure that her edges stay laid in this heat. Hopefully it worked. Okay, so she requested that this be pinned up. I did one thing before I was pinning. I dipped the hair in hot water, which I don't think I should have done because this hair actually reacts pretty weird when you dip it in hot water. It just like gets really straight and shrinks up and doesn't really have that kind of, you know, kinky straight texture anymore. I don't know, kind of weird. But anyway, she wanted it to be rolled up, so I just did each section, roll them up, and then pin them. That's about it.
Hey, beautiful.